The world's first ever website. YouTube was a dating website. There were years that weren't 365 days. Post office in Antarctica? Hey guys, hello. Welcome to a new YouTube series, The More You Know. Today I will be going through a few interesting topics, something new that I'm trying to learn as well. I thought it would be a good opportunity to learn together, learn some new topics in different fields, technology, science, math, history, architecture, anything I find interesting on the internet, and that would be a good opportunity for me to learn more and share it with whoever wants to learn as well. So, yeah, join me on this journey if you find it interesting. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into the first one. So the first ever website built. Have you ever wondered why or when the first ever website was built? This is something I found on the internet. I found quite interesting. We are so reliant on websites. I think each and every one of us uses at least minimum of 2 to 3 websites a day, or maybe apps now. I came across the first ever website and why it was built. Enter Tim Berners-Lee. He was born in 1995 and was a physicist at CERN. Of course, CERN is one of the major research institutes in the world. So he noticed a problem where researchers worldwide were struggling to share information across computer systems. In a similar space, you have things like LAN, so you could connect to different computers and share data, but if you're worldwide, it was really hard. But he was thinking of a system using hyperlinks to link different documents together. So that is exactly what he did. August 6, 1991, the world's first website went live. And this website was specifically created by him with the help of a few colleagues. So actually, Tim Lee Berners is quite famous. He's done quite a lot. He's helped develop things like HTML, HTTP, URLs, everything that is again used even up to today. So yeah, let me show you what the website actually looked like. So yeah, so this is what the website actually looks like. You can see it's just like a white page with a few links here and there, but again, this was a new idea when it came out back then. We are just used to having websites that we have currently have now. So yeah, if you go to this hyperlink, even you can see what this website was. So of course there are multiple different clickable links here which navigate to different pages. Yeah, each page will navigate you to the sample website of what was created back then. I think it's quite interesting to see how far we've come. This was in 1991 and we are 30 years later, a little more than 30 years later, and we are so far advanced. We have crazy websites, we have scrollable, clickable UIs, we have responsive websites. So it's crazy the amount of development that has happened over these last 30 years now. So yeah, it's quite interesting in my opinion to see how we reached here, because not many of us, I was born into this generation where we used websites without really thinking of why this was even created, why the first ever website would have been created. So it's nice to look back and think where this first ever website even came from. So yeah, I hope you found that interesting. I'll leave a link to this website down below so you can have a look if you do find it interesting. Yeah, YouTube was a dating website. This is something I stumbled upon maybe a year ago or a year and a half ago. So I do watch a lot of YouTube. So I think I saw it on a trivia night, and I didn't really believe it, but YouTube was developed with the intention of it being a dating website. Yeah, so basically Tinder but with videos. That was the whole concept behind developing YouTube. It was developed by the founders were Javed Karim, Stephen Chen, and Chad Hurley. So they had the idea where they wanted people to upload videos of themselves talking about what they like and what they don't like, and hoping to find a match, right? So their slogan was "Tune in, hook up." Yeah, that was their actual slogan. Actually, they even went on Craigslist to try and get women to join this website. They would pay them $20 to try and sign up to YouTube and post a video. But apparently no one did it because they found it very creepy, and I think that's a justified reaction to this. I think anyone would. Yeah, realizing that dating wasn't working, they pivoted into video uploads, just video uploads. Um, and yeah, that definitely worked. You're watching this on YouTube. So yeah, the first ever video was me at the zoo, posted by the founder himself, Kareem, back in 2005. Maybe we can have a look to see what that video was actually like. Let's have a look. I wonder if it's still up. I believe I checked previously and it was still up on YouTube.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. Cool thing about these guys is that they have really long fronts.
Yeah, this is posted by Javed 19 years ago, San Diego Zoo. That's crazy. Again, I think it's crazy to see where we've come from to this point. When next time you're binge watching YouTube videos, just remember that this could have been your go-to dating website. That's a great example of building something and then pivoting to whatever is the best way to use that thing. I think that it's a great example of that. Sometimes you build something, you don't know what its use case is for, or you have a particular use case in mind, but it doesn't work out. You can always try another use case, which I think that's quite interesting lesson to take away from this. The longest ever year, ever since I've been born, every year has 365 or 366 days, obviously on leap year. And I didn't really think, obviously it is a human invention, a year is a human invention, but I never really thought as to how we reached this particular system that worked. Yeah, so basically Julius Caesar had a big part to play in this. Basically in 1st century, Romans were trying to celebrate the harvest festival, but it wasn't actually harvest season. They would be celebrating it in spring. Yeah, the years weren't properly calibrated. They missed out a few days, and obviously they didn't have the technology we do now to figure out what a leap year was. To solve that, they tried to realign calendars by adding months or weeks or days, whatever it took to realign the calendar. That was Julius Caesar's plan. So in 46 BC, it's called the Year of Confusion. Caesar's advisor suggested adding 2 months to realign the timings, so realign the days basically. So what they would do is add 2 months, and each month was a bit more than 31 days, and basically adding those 2 months, it made it 445 days. So we had a year lasting 445 days. So yeah, you would think that solved the issue, right? But actually the Romans had a weird way of counting things. They would go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next time they would go 4, 5, 6, 7. So they would start from 4 again. So they counted every 4th year twice. I'm not entirely sure why they did that. I didn't really look too much into that. Basically, it got misaligned again the years after that even. Emperor Augustus fixed it, and the Julian calendar was back on track. 11 minutes of each year were missed again. So then Pope Gregory had to fix that. So that's why it's called the Gregorian calendar now, what we use. So yeah, next time you mark a date on the calendar, on our current calendar, just imagine the things our calendar has gone through from 445 days. We found a happy medium, I guess, because it's 365 and 366 every 4th year. So thank you, Pope Gregory, for fixing that. Okay, so the 4th one and the final one for today is post offices, right? But not just a post office in Antarctica. So you can actually send mail to Antarctica, and not that. The article I read was that India opened a new post office in Antarctica. I first thought this was a meme, like a meme website, but it's true. India did open a new post office in Antarctica. It's their 2nd post office currently. They've opened one after almost 40 years. Why, right? So India's new post office in Antarctica, it has a pin code MH1718. Why do they do this? Is it like sending postcards to Antarctica? I read and I figured out it's actually about India having a presence in a different continent, right? They have a presence in Antarctica. That is one of the reasons that they have post offices there. They have 2 currently. India do a lot of research and other stuff in Antarctica as well, so they would like to keep a presence there. We had one and it sunk in Antarctica, so we built another one. So again, how do letters go there? So letters come to Goa and then they hitch a ride with researchers heading to Antarctica. So at the base they get stamped, they send back. So I'm still not entirely sure why we need these post offices. It does make sense, I guess, to have presence in a different continent, for geopolitical reasons. Yeah, that's it. That's why they have a presence in Antarctica. Thanks so much if you're watching this, for tuning into today's episode of The More You Know. It's my first ever YouTube video, so I'm sorry if I'm a bit jittery or there's a bit of a camera issue. I'm trying something new. I just thought this would be a cool concept to explore where I learn new things and share them as well. So it's something that I found interesting, something that I want to do. So if you're watching this, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, give me another chance. Maybe I hope my next video would be a bit better, as I learn a few new things about YouTube and about talking to a camera as well. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, please subscribe, and yeah, hopefully I catch you in the next one. See you.